Yay! Let's go and load you. Find some DQ partners. Oh, okay. So, this is fun. How do I explain this? So, I've been on Lolduo since... I'm not sure since beta, but close since after beta, since the early versions at least. Basically to look for people to coach, and I've noticed people being extremely toxic here. As soon as you do an honest review, if they're negative, they immediately downvote you for no reason at all. And to write lies and stupid shit just because of saltiness. That's fine. I talked to someone on the staff, whatever his name is, Alex, and he actually resetted my profile to remove the false negative reviews. That's fine. But at that point, I actually already quit Lolduo because I really didn't like the community of Lolduo. I came back to it after half a year or something, and I noticed Lolduo having coaching page up finally. I'm actually really happy about that. Well, was happy about it. Just, I guess, not even annoyed. I just find it funny actually, but at the same time sad. But yeah. And I also saw a lot of new partners. One of those partners is this guy.
Hey, ik heb chips en cola en Lil Kleine.
This guy here. And the thing about him, I also tried to report him on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't give a fuck apparently. So this guy, I added him a year ago before on another Smurf of mine, also through Lolduo. So he admits being a frauder. I mean, yeah, sure, it's up to him. Like now, I've grown out of it. Like at first glance, I was really angry at and annoyed at him for being so successful despite being a frauder. Well, successful, only 2k subs, but it's still a shit ton, at least for my channel. So at that time, I was really angry at him, but now, I mean, I've grown a lot of it out of it, so I don't really care anymore. I just find it sad, but it is what it is. So I don't even get why he does that. Like he admits, seemingly without any remorse, that he's actually doing. He's using free cracked versions of pretty pricey software, like editing software. So here he types. He uses Fraps. Like I asked him what he uses for recording and editing. He writes blah 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 blah. And just ask more personal questions, I guess. And here he admits he got it for free. Oh yeah, how much euros? Blah, blah. So what I'm asking here is, at that time I was already checking Adobe Premiere for editing, since I'm using a shitty program that's free, but doesn't really offer much editing. And I'm asking what features he bought and what subscription he has, and here he says, "My friend has gotten it from me for free." Correct version, yeah. And the worst part about it is I just added him like a day ago or something, and he admits he admits without any remorse or thought. Like I can't comprehend that. I'm also salty that YouTube, or anyone for that matter, isn't doing anything about it, but and just like it is, the world isn't fair and fucked up, but no, I don't care. At that time, I was really, like, now I don't care at all anymore. The only thing I'm annoyed by is Lolduo banning me, and I'll tell you soon why. The thing is, at that time I was really annoyed because YouTubing and streaming is actually one of my dream jobs. Like, I'm not really taking it serious at all for this moment, but I am planning to take it more and more serious, and since I want it as my dream, like, since it's my dream job actually. Um, so I was really pissed that he was using a cracked version, because I find, like, if you want to make it your job, you actually need to do it the legit way, like the right way, instead of writing your way up. Like that group from that YouTuber group from League of Legends that caused a lot of Reddit drama. Where they footed their own videos together for more views and stuff like that. The thing is, I noticed Nipia got partnered with Lolduo, and not even sure if they met their requirements, but yeah, that's behind the point. Besides the point, I mean, the problem I'm having is I contacted them fair and square. Uh, I asked them, like, I asked Lolduo, like, I've already said, I haven't used Lolduo for half a year because I actually really hated the shitty community it has. But I was actually looking for more people through Lolduo hmm, well, yeah, basically to coach and do QA for fun. Since I haven't played for like a month, and I'm learning the new items and stuff, so it's actually also fun for me. I was about to give Lolduo another chance, but then they do this shit. So what happened was, um, I was asking about the coaching since I'm actually really interested to coach later on, and like, I get that they ask a percentage of the payments you get, but like, it's worth it, I guess, if they give a lot of students. Um, so I asked about that, but I also mentioned, oh, I see that you're partnered with Nhipia, and I actually think it's a bad choice. And I talked to that guy, Alex, to tell him, yeah, basically to say to him, oh yeah, I don't think partnering with him is actually a smart choice. He's a frauder, and I have proof of it. I know it's kind of immature from my part, but like, banning my account for that is actually uncalled for. He answered back, like, I want to send proof that he actually had, like, I want to send proof that Nipia is using a cracked version of an editing software. Alex answered back, but then I talked back to him about it, thinking he was mature and wanted actually to find out, but because before he was always pretty mature to me and quite fair, I guess, way too fair as well. But now he's just turning out to be an asshole, actually a piece of shit, in my opinion at least. Like, it's really kind of sad to see him from being a friendly, mature person to being an asshole just because his side is getting a bit more successful. I mean, it's not even his side, probably he's just a staff member, but still, it's kind of pathetic to see people becoming douchebags just because their side becomes more successful and they're less dependent on one individual. So yeah, I actually wanted to talk about Nipia being a frauder to Lolduo, but they ended up banning me. Out of all the things I could have done, and pretty much all of them being negative, this is one of the worst things actually. Like, I actually showed interest again in their side, and I want to give them another chance. Because so far I've experienced the staff members were nice up until this point, unlike the community. The thing is, like, I mean, I know it's provocative of me and can be considered immature and stuff like that, but I actually had proof that Nihipia is a frauder, and the reason why I contacted them about it is because they partnered with Nihipia, and I was just like curious to see their reaction. I just want to let them know, oh, he's a frauder. Like, I'm not saying don't partner with him, he's an asshole. I'm just letting them know he's a frauder, that I have proof of it if they want it. They could have just said, we don't care if he's a frauder or not, he's a partner anyways, so. But instead, they fucking banned me, and that's way too direct in my opinion. That's pretty. I don't know. It's a bit fucked up, I would say. Whatever the reason is, friends politics or whatever, someone in staff being friends with Nihipia, it doesn't really matter anymore. This also reminds me of something I experienced 2 or 3 months ago on League of Legends. Facebook. So I'm in several groups of League of Legends from my country, and I got insta-kicked out of one of them for saying something. How do I say this? So there was a guy that carried a game. He stole Baron and he got a Crota, and their team won because of it. He was really happy about it, and he posted it on Facebook. And I did. True, I agree. Like, it was provocative and passive aggressive. Like, I wrote to him to noob to penta, but I meant it as a joke and so like a sarcastic joke just to tease him. And I get banned immediately. Like, what the fuck? I mean, not banned, but kicked from the group. Like, and the thing with the group is it's full of toxic people, and those people don't get kicked. Like, if they're going to kick me for just doing a teaseful joke, my fucking god, they have to kick a lot of people then, because there's a lot way worse people than me on that group so far I've seen. I don't really get why small communities and sites always behave so inconsiderate and unthoughtful and unprofessional. It's actually something that really disappeals me, because I studied in business commerce. I studied a business and commercial education. So yeah, I'm actually professionalism when it's needed is actually a big thing for me. Like on the Facebook group, they could have at least said, "Oh," like they could have at least gave me a warning or something. Instead, they immediately kick me, probably because it's one of their friends. And here, I mean, to Lolduo, props to them for being props to Alex for being mature and professional at the first several times. Like, I don't really blame them for suspending my account, because I constantly had issues with the community of Lolduo because it's so toxic and negative, and I'm not one to shut up against toxic people. Like, the review system, reviews are meant to be reviewed, like, if I can review people, and if they're being toxic, and if they're rage flaming, or if they're trolling or rage quitting in game when I'm playing with them, why wouldn't I review them negatively? Like, I'm doing it to prevent people from playing with them, because that toxic person will ruin their games. I want to prevent that, but I just get negative comments back, and they make lies out of me. Like, what the fuck? But I get why they suspended my account. I had a lot of shit in the past with the community and Lolduo because of that, and I guess they're just done with dealing with my shit. Thing is, like, I haven't really been on Lolduo for like half a year. Yeah, haven't been on Lolduo for half a year. It's just that they put up it, well, quote unquote, my shit, even though I didn't really do much wrong. For a long time, like, why would they immediately suspend me after 2 messages that wasn't even meant harmful? Like, I was so sudden and random and direct. Like, I don't get it. If they want to suspend my account, they should have suspended it way before, when I had issues with their community. Me reaching out to them about their partner, Nihipia, being a fraud is just like, I don't want to create drama. I know it sounds like I do, but I don't want to create drama. I just want to warn them that their partner is a fraud, that he's using a cracked version to edit software, to edit his videos, I mean. Like, I mean, I don't get why that's the reason to ban me. It's just that, like, I just write it so they know. Like, I don't really give a fuck what they do about it, if they stop partnering with him or not. Like, you can do whatever you want, it's your side, but banning me for just letting you know he's a frauder, that's not okay. Not in my opinion, at least. Like, I'll look up how much it cost, because it's actually pretty pricey. Hmm. So it costs 50 euros a month if you go for the full package, I believe, or even pricier. And like, well, no, it's lowered, but at that time it was like 70, 80 euros, and the highest subscription was 100 euros a month, but you had multiple progress with them. Like, if he wants to make a living out, or if he wants to make an extra earning out of, if Nihipia wants to make or for anyone for that matter, if he or she wants to make an extra earning out of YouTube, like, why don't you do it the right way? Why do you have to fraud people, or just fraud in general? Like, if you're planning to put your shit in editing videos and potentially make a job out of it, like, why don't you do it the right way? I don't get it. I mean, yeah, I do get it, but I don't agree with it. Like, oh, YouTube doesn't give a fuck about it apparently, or they have no way to contact them about it, like about such stuff, because they would get way too many requests or the tickets. But like, people are abusing that. Like, I don't know how much he earns, but I don't really care. It's just that he's earning money from it, but he's doing it by frauding, actually. Like, that's not okay in my book. Like, I know I'm sounding like bitchy at the moment, but I have my reasons. Like, it's just not right. Like, I get that people abuse it because YouTube doesn't really seem to punish them if they don't really know, and it's hard for them to know. But that's their problem. Like, that's their fault. It doesn't mean that people have to abuse that. Like, if he wants to make eventually a living out of it, he has to pay that monthly fee, in my opinion, for that program he's using, instead of using a cracked version for free. It's actually pathetic. in my book at least. The thing I just don't get is why they banned me from Lolduo. I mean, it's good to know which communities and which sites are shit, or at least have a unprofessional or bad um, staff behind it. I mean, that's perfectly fine. If I know they're bad, I'm not going to bother with them anymore. I mean, like, I already told you, like, props to Alex for keeping up with my shit constantly. I actually thought he was a decent guy, but like, I don't know. Like, them banning my account so suddenly and so fast without even warning me or talking about me, talking to me about stuff. Like, that's so wrong and unprofessional, and that's so bad. Like, I get that you're done with me because I had a lot of drama with this site because I really don't appreciate the community it had before. I simply don't get why they would ban me like so directly, just because of like if they could have if they dealt with all my shit before, why not deal with this? Like it's not even harming their side. Honestly, like I'm just pointing out. I'm just merely pointing out. Oh, hey, one of your partners is a frauder, and I have proof. If you want me to show it, I can show you the proof. I have the proof. He admitted it. Like, what more do you want than that? Like, I don't know. I'm just a bit baffled, like stunned by them banning me so out of the blue. If they wanted to ban me, they should have banned me when I had issues with their community, not when I'm actually trying to help them out and be mature and professional. Like, I get it's not okay to call out people frauding. It's actually pathetic, but frauding itself is more pathetic, you know? That's the real issue, in my opinion. And I even have proof, like, I just don't get why they would ban me for reaching out to them saying one of their partners is actually a frauder and I have proof of it. If they wanted to ban me, they should have banned me when I had issues with their community. Not now. Before I had just issues with their community, they could have banned me then, like. But now I'm actually trying to help them out and be professional and they ban me. Makes no sense. I guess Nhipia is a friend of the site owner or one of the staffs and he banned me. I just don't get why Alex. Like at first he talked back to me about he sent one message back to me about Nhipia. So I thought he was interested, but if it was annoying for them, like just tell me to drop the issue. Just tell me you don't really care if your partners are pathetic frauders or not. Like I would just stop whining then and continue with my life. Like I already know this site is pretty bad, I guess. Yeah. Well, actually, no, I know for sure. I didn't agree with the community before because it was too toxic. And now I don't agree with the community itself, the site itself, because the staff members are also toxic assholes apparently. But yeah, I mean, if that's the choice I want to make, yeah, sure. I just don't agree with it. What I'm going to do now is going to think about it. I'm going to try to rejoin that Facebook group I got kicked out of and talk about it. And I'm also going to try and make a new account and get in touch back with the staff members to talk about this issue. I kind of want to figure it out just as mature adult people. If they still choose to be mature and be unprofessional, so be it. I'll just drop it. Like, everyone in my book earns a second chance anyways, so I'm just going to try to figure out the Facebook thing and Lolduo thing. If they refuse to be professional and mature, like they should be as staff members with responsibilities, I mean, I guess it's their choice, it's their side and group in the end, but that's not right. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. I might start to upload more regularly now. I actually had some shit the last 3 months, so I didn't really upload much, and I actually feel bad about it as well. My life is getting back on tracks anyway, so I'll probably finish my unwatched XCOM series and then get other games and make guides to League of Legends again. I play League of Legends like 2 or 3 hours back a day now, minimally. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you later. Bye.